Welcome to the main event. This is True Ring News Network, your ringside access to WWE news and drama. Subscribe and let's rumble. At World's End, the Continental Classic semifinal delivered more than just a result. It delivered a moment that instantly became part of modern wrestling conversation. This was not simply about who advanced to the finals, but about how they did it and what it revealed about the minds behind the characters. The bout unfolded like a carefully written drama, blending athleticism, strategy, and moral ambiguity in a way that left fans debating long after the bell rang. It reminded everyone that professional wrestling, at its best, is not just about moves, but about decisions, timing, and the stories that emerge in between. Two champions, two philosophies. On one side stood Kazuchika Okada, carrying the weight of dual championships and the reputation of a master tactician. Known for his calm demeanor and precise pacing, Okada represents control, foresight, and an almost clinical understanding of momentum. Opposite him was Konosuke Takeshita, the reigning IWGP World Heavyweight Champion, a competitor defined by intensity, strength, and forward momentum. Where Okada thrives on patience and long-term planning, Takeshita embodies urgency and pressure, creating a clash not just of styles, but of wrestling philosophies. The stakes behind the match. This semifinal wasn't just another tournament round, it was a gateway to legacy. Both men entered backed by powerful allies and carrying championship gold, which only intensified the stakes. Advancement meant a chance to define the tournament itself, while defeat meant lingering questions about identity and hierarchy. With only one spot in the finals available, every movement, every pause, and every adjustment inside the ring carried added weight, turning the contest into a high-level mental and physical chess match. A fast start from the alpha. From the opening moments, Takeshita made his intentions clear by pressing forward with explosive offense and constant pressure. His goal was to deny Okada the space and time he needs to dictate pace, forcing the champion to react rather than plan. Each strike and transition was purposeful, aimed at disrupting rhythm and testing endurance. The early advantage established Takeshita as the aggressor, reinforcing his image as a competitor who believes the best way to win is to overwhelm before strategy can take root. Okada's calm under pressure. Despite the intensity coming his way, Okada never appeared rattled. Instead of rushing to regain control, he allowed the match to breathe, absorbing pressure while quietly studying his opponent. His movements were subtle, his counters deliberate, and his focus unmistakable. By targeting Takeshita's back at key moments, Okada began laying a foundation that would only reveal its importance much later. This was not defense. It was preparation, showcasing the veteran instinct that separates experienced champions from rising stars. The match as a strategic conversation. As the contest unfolded, it became clear that every exchange was part of a larger conversation. Takeshita pushed the tempo, seeking decisive moments, while Okada focused on sustainability and positioning. Momentum shifted back and forth, not through chaos, but through calculated responses. The audience could sense that the outcome would not come from a sudden surprise, but from a turning point earned through patience, adjustment, and awareness of opportunity. The moment, everything changed. The climax arrived when Takeshita landed a powerful knee strike to Okada's back, visibly shifting the balance of the match. The impact wasn't just physical, it was symbolic, as the challenger finally seemed to crack the champion's composure. With the crowd reacting and momentum clearly swinging, Takeshita sensed that this was his moment to end the match and cement his dominance on the biggest stage of the tournament. The risk of reaching too far. In a bold decision, Takeshita attempted to use Okada's own signature lariat, a move deeply tied to the champion's legacy. It was a statement of confidence, but also a gamble. By reaching for symbolism rather than efficiency, Takeshita momentarily stepped outside his own identity. That hesitation, however brief, created an opening, one that Okada, with years of experience at the highest level, immediately recognized. Experience over ambition. In a split second that defined the match, Okada avoided the attempted lariat and seized control. What followed was not about strength or speed, but about awareness and timing. Okada capitalized on the opening with precision, delivering his own decisive strike and shifting the narrative instantly. The referee counted the fall, and just like that, the match and the debate was over. The victory felt sudden, yet inevitable in hindsight. The controversy that followed, the finish, sparked immediate discussion, with fans divided over whether the outcome reflected brilliance or crossed an unseen line. Some viewed it as a calculated response to high-stakes competition, while others questioned the ethics behind the decision-making in that final moment. Regardless of perspective, the controversy only amplified the significance of the result, ensuring that the match would be remembered not just for who won, but for how it ended. What the win means going forward. With this victory, Okada advanced deeper into the Continental Classic, carrying momentum, championship gold, and unresolved questions. The win reinforced his reputation as one of wrestling's sharpest minds, capable of adapting under pressure and capitalizing on the smallest opportunities. At the same time, the manner of victory adds intrigue to the finals, where every opponent will now view him not just as a champion, but as a strategist willing to do whatever the moment demands. The impact of defeat on Takeshita. For Takeshita, the loss carries a different kind of weight. This was not a defeat defined by weakness, but by being outmaneuvered at a crucial moment. That realization can be more challenging than physical exhaustion, as it forces reflection and growth. In wrestling, moments like this often serve as turning points, sharpening resolve and fueling future rivalries. This setback may ultimately shape Takeshita into an even more complete competitor. Why this match will be remembered. Long after the tournament concludes, this semifinal will stand as an example of storytelling through performance. It showcased how wrestling can blend athletic execution with narrative depth, using pacing, psychology, and character choices to create lasting impact. The match didn't rely on spectacle alone. It trusted the audience to follow the layers beneath the action, rewarding attention with meaning. Final thoughts on a defining night. Worlds End delivered a semi-final that lived up to its name, closing one chapter while opening several new ones. Whether viewed as a masterclass in strategy or a moment of moral ambiguity, the match succeeded in sparking emotion, conversation, and anticipation. In the end, that is the mark of truly compelling professional wrestling, leaving fans not just entertained, but invested in what comes next.